Well, you remember that guy from Makefield? Well, there's a new one on the block, and you are certainly going to want to see this one. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the McGolf Shop. This is the McGolf channel where we talk about golf club reviews, golf club repairs, and golf club fittings, all so your scores can go low. This is going to be a golf club review. Now you saw I was holding up the original Makefield putter, and the original Makefield putter is the VS line. I don't know if it's going to catch this one or not. There we go. That is the VS line. This is the original one right here. The 3 pins. Lots of weights, all that nice stuff. Had a center shafted one in the bag for a long time. Now, they have come up with the new Makefield VS F. The VS F. Let's see if I can get that one to come in. There we go, VS F. All right, VS F. I'm going to say the F is for fang. Why? Because it looks like a fang putter, right? Or at least if Batman was a golfer, he'd probably want this guy. So what makes this, what is the VSF? Well, the VSF is a T6 aluminum that's been anodized. It's a 6061 aluminum that's been anodized. Now, when I say aluminum, everybody turns off. Don't, all right? Just don't. And I can tell you why. Because a lot of previous putters that had aluminum in them had this clunky sound, had this funky feel, the whole 9 yards. This is not that putter, okay? So stay with me on this one. So it has several features that are going on in this guy. Number one, cusp radial milling, okay? Cusp radial milling. Now, when I first met Everett, we talked about this face, and you can see it in the other videos. And he was the first one to say it gets the ball rolling as fast as you can, not immediate roll. That's almost impossible, okay? And what it is a unique milling on the face. The idea is to reduce the number of contact points to reduce friction so the ball gets going forward. That's one. The other one is the weights in this thing are mighty customizable. So inside of here, there's room for 10, count them 10 weights, right? 10 weights that go in here. So they have 3 different kinds of weights. They have a tungsten, a steel, and aluminum. The tungsten is 16, the steel is 7.5, and I believe the aluminum is around 2 to 2.5. So there's a lot of moving around that you can do here. Now they have obviously they'll have a neutral where the heavier weights are out here for a super high MOI, but you can turn them around and put a whole bunch of, say if this was the toe, say you're a person that really flung the toe over and you wanted to slow that down. You could put all the heavy ones in here and put the lighter ones in here, and it would slow it down. The opposite would be true. If you wanted to speed it up, you could put all the heavy ones in here and put all the light ones in here. Voila, Bob's your uncle. Now, here's another thing. They also talk about affecting the center of gravity of this thing. We talk about center of gravity, we're talking about moving it up in this neck of the woods. And what you can do is you can take all the heavy ones and put them in the front and put all the light ones in the back. Okay, and that's to get you one that's just really jabbing the ball and getting it going forward. The other one is that you can just do the reverse. You want to get a little bit more, because you're jabbing in this way and you want to get it more up, right? More up. Then you can put all the light ones here, right here, and all the heavy ones in the back. So this thing has a lot of customizable options just in the head alone, all right? Now, if we look at this, we look at the top of this, there are 2 kinds. There's a center shafted and there's a heel mounted. Now, what you're seeing is you're seeing a center shaft and you're seeing a heel mounted. And what they do is they send me a plate to put in the other one from a cosmetic point of view. And what this is an easy to align head. If the fang is, even though there's no lines on it, is a design feature to help me align, all right? I did some putting. I did 20 shots with this thing And it did very, very well, right? It did very well. That's why I'm kind of excited about it. Now, the one that's the heel mounted has a larger sight line in order for you to align the putts even more. There's more going on because that hole where the shaft goes in is not there, so you get a larger sight line. Now, there's also, this is when we're talking about customizing, me being a fitting center here, they are not sponsoring me, by the way. There are a series of different kinds of shafts you can put in it. So from a center shafted point of view, they have a straight right in and right back from a center shafted. However, they also have a slant neck, which works extremely well with the heel mounted one. And they also have a double bend, all right? So if you wanted to be crazy and try and put some of that stuff in the middle, I suppose you could. I wouldn't. I think that's very low in the percentages of people going to use it. Could you do it? Yes. Would I recommend it? Probably not. All right, so you got these three different kinds. The other part is that you can also get a black shaft. Now, what is the black shaft? It is nothing more than your standard putter shaft, and it's got a black paint job on it, and it gives it another stealthy, cool look. Now, they do have aftermarket shafts at a increased price. You have to go and see what they are. I've used mine with a BGT in it, and the thing is an absolute weapon. I recommend them highly. They also have other ones that are on the website you have to check. Lastly is the grip. The grips that are on there, they have their two standard rubber grips. They have a very small grip, and they have what they call their medium grip. And the medium grip is more square, has a more pronounced curve. I tend to like that one. I like the texture. However, they also sport an aftermarket grip for Garson, and there's another one in there which is a wider, thicker pistol style grip, and they have designs on them like pineapples and frogs and stuff like that, so you can check that out. All right, so we've determined this thing has a lot going on in the customization part of it, and you can order from the website or you can contact me. Now, a couple other things it has going on. Number one is it has the stability stance bottom. Now, the stability stance bottom is a very pronounced place where the putter will lay flat. As we all know, we want the putter to lay flat in order to have that repeatable stroke that goes through there. So they've done very, very well with that. They also have the high MOI that's going on. They have the radial cusp that's going on. They have the anodized 6061 T6 aluminum that is going on. And they have the series of shafts and grips that you can use to make that happen. Now, what I'm going to show you while we're talking here, we're going to do some more putting. And the thing that comes across when you putt with this is that it is extraordinarily solid. All right, extraordinarily solid. What I get afraid of is that's too soft of a feel when using aluminum, or that tink that you get when you do aluminum, or even that it get a hot spot when you do these aluminums. In every instance that I was using with this, that did not occur. I didn't get a tink. I got great feedback, which is what we look for in a good putt. I also got good roll when I was hitting it, and if you hit them poorly, it's a poor putt. But I got away with a few, as you're seeing the clinking to the side and whatnot. And it also, you got the ball rolling, and the feel was just totally not off-putting, meaning that it was very, very solid. And it's just a great feeling, easy to align style putter. Okay, easy to align style putter. Now, these guys are out of Pennsylvania. They're a company that's not very old by even golf standards, just 2 or 3 years old now. And they've come up with some seriously cool designs. They have the original, which is the original with the 3. They have a series of what I call half moons. They have one that's very large, one that's very medium, which is their tour model, and then they have an even smaller one, both coming in heel and center shafted clubs. So for those of you that are, really can't find those center shafted clubs out there, these guys got them in spades, okay? And then they have the heel mounted. Now, they do have fitting kits that you can go out on the website and go try out. However, I recommend going to somebody who's actually doing this so that you can get feedback from the fitter in order to in order to get that putter to make it just right. Now, a little bit of a story while this is still going on. I saw this on the website. I called the folks and I said, hey, you know, I don't have one of these. And they sent me all the heads that I needed right away. I mean, very quickly. And I unpacked it, set it on my fitting area, and that very day I sold one of these right out of the gate. And it made a huge difference for the golfer. So they are no joke, okay? They are no joke. They're not extraordinarily expensive putters that, you know, when you see, oh, this is a boutique brand. No, I say this is right in the middle with all the costs of the other ones that are out there. So if you're looking for a putter that has a bit of a cool factor, you know, we call it the Batman Fang or whatever you want to call that. If you are looking for a putter with extraordinarily high MOI, if you're looking for a putter that has a lot of customization abilities in it, not only just from a how you're going to manipulate the face, but how you can manipulate centers of gravity or getting that ball launch going. And ball launch is, you know, there's something to that in putters. If you wanted some customization in the way that the putter looked, in the way of a chrome or a black shaft, or even a low torque type shaft, and then you know, aftermarket grips, this guy could be for you. If you're looking for a putter that has a different style face on it, this could be for you. Now I'm going to tell you, this thing sits very, very solidly, very solid, very stable on the ground. So when you go to do this, so what I would do is, if you got any questions, put them in the show notes below. If you have a chance and you see them out there in a store, if they're even in a store, or you know, or come by and we'll show you what they're all about. Let us know, right? Just let us know. And as always, again, if you have the questions, put them in the show notes below. Like and subscribe if you would. Let's get more of these out. We just got past 40,000, on our way to 50,000. That's what we're shooting for. And as always, let's see your scores go low.